So Rashford, Weghorst and Bruno gave United a 3-0 lead going into next week's second leg of the Carabao Cup semi. In fact, that third goal as well, Ali, so late, it's over, isn't it now? 2-0 maybe, 3-0 no chance.
Well, you heard Steve Cooper last night after we played him this morning in the show and interview. I mean, they said their defending was a little bit naive, wasn't it? First goal, listen, you can say it's a great goal. It is a great goal, but defensive, you're looking at it defensively, Alan, you can't be losing goals like that.
No.
Rashford picks the ball up, Lincoln, I don't know how many yards for goal on the left-hand side in the wing, cuts inside. You know, he hits it with his left foot. Goalkeeper gets caught. Hennessy gets caught a little bit flat-footed. I think he thinks the shot's going to cross him. And then the one at the end, you're right. I mean, I'm listening to Steve, and he said, you know, if you keep it 2-0 and you can nick the first goal,
outside chance, yeah.
Yeah, but nah, it would be a miracle now.
By the way, you know, I was just thinking one of the breaks there, we're talking about how VAR let me down for a few quid and you got let down for a few quid. What we should have done is just back the simple ones. First goal scorer, Haaland, Rashford or Kane.
I know. It's amazing.
Bosh.
It's amazing how many times they come up as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is. But I was laughing, Alan, because it must have been just before, what was the game? When City come back and beat Spurs 4-2, I think Haaland hadn't scored for 2 games, right? And there was people on the station.
Oh, having a go.
Right.
We're better off without him.
Exactly, man. You could not make that up, could you? And then obviously a goal later, then a hat-trick later, then with a bit of luck they might be changing their minds. Kane's been in fire, Haaland's been in fire, and obviously Rashford 10 and 10. Brilliant.
Yeah. Now, as David got said earlier, leave him alone at the moment because he's just in scintillating form. But Rashford, they'll be a little bit worried about the contract, what's left on it.
Yeah. I mean, first thing you got to say is, and I'll mention it again, it's just brilliant to see him back playing at that level and playing with a smile on his face and doing what he does best. I'll be honest with you, mate, because when he was going through that period, Alan, I thought it might have been better for both parties, and I thought we might have seen it coming if they'd parted ways and he'd moved to pastures new. I'm so pleased that hasn't been the case, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I think from United's point of view, you know, they'd obviously like him to stay and extend the contract. I think it makes sense. What is he, 25? Best years ahead of him. Listening to Roy Keane last night, Roy was obviously singing his praises and kind of demanding a little bit more consistency from him. I know he scored in the last 10, but he's now at an age and now at a stage in his career where he should be producing that on a more regular basis. And I think United will do everything they can to tie him down, and it makes sense. Well, I'll be honest, it doesn't bother me one way or the other, to tell you the truth, but I'm delighted to see Rashford back playing it. I like to see good football. Nobody's got divine right to success, and Manchester United, obviously under the Fergie years, completely dominated it. So what happens is, as you know better than anybody with other football fans, they won't have any sympathy for them when they're not successful. So it's up to themselves to get back into it, and they've kind of been lost, let's be honest about it, for a long time since Sir Alex's reign ended. And it just, I wouldn't be getting carried away. They're certainly making, you know, massive improvements, and they're just ticking along nicely under Ten Hag. Miles to go yet to be the finished article, I think, to be competing again for the title.
So if it is a Newcastle Manchester United final at Wembley, the Carabao Cup, who would you make favourite? Would you make United definite favourites? Because Newcastle are tough to beat at the moment. Yeah,
I mean, Newcastle's defence is
incredible turnaround.
I mean, is Nick Pope, was I reading that right? 10 clean sheets in a row. That's unbelievable. The defence, Trippier, Botman. I mean, Burns been a great signing.
I thought, I was hoping he was going to go north of the border at Celtic, by the way. I didn't realise he's a Geordie, and he dived at the chance to go back.
And so he should, but he's a Rangers Geordie and a Celtic Geordie anyway, Alex, so there was no chance of that happening.
No, isn't he? Not one name like Burns. No, isn't he?
But I think he's more Shog than Tam. So I think they've been brilliant. I also think the forward areas, we're talking about Gomares and we're talking about Almiron, who's having an unbelievable season. Yes, I would make Manchester if that is the final. I think we're being a wee bit quick to rule Southampton out here, but yeah, I would totally accept that Newcastle are favourites to go through now, and I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to that game. But anything could happen in that game. I would probably just have Manchester United favourites. What about you?
I think you're probably right, but Newcastle have just surprised me so much this season, Ali.
Brilliant.
I can't believe it, and I'm delighted, by the way.
Me too.
But I can't believe it, so it's a cracking game.
Me too.
Anyway, talking United, let's speak to Jack, a United fan, who thinks Ten Hag will bring trophies back to Old Trafford. Jack, a very good
Jack.
morning.
Morning, Ali. Morning, Alan.
How are you, mate?
Listen, can I just say, what's that Jamie O'Hara going on about? At the beginning of the season, he were hoping Man United went down when we got beat off Brentford 3-0. And now he wants us back.
He can't remember where he lives, never mind what he said a few months ago. Don't worry about it, Jack.
Jack, I'm going to tell you, pal, he's got more faces than the town clock, that Jamie O'Hara. Don't worry about him, mate.
I need just Ali. Listen, Ten Hag is a manager and he's a coach, and you look at the song he's getting out of Marcus Rashford now. He's not a yes man like Ollie Solskjaer was, you know. He's bringing the glory days, but he dropped Marcus Rashford the other week at Wolves when he slept in. He come off the bench and scored the winner. You know, that installs winners, mate. He's a winner, and he's going to bring the trophies back to Manchester.
Jack, I want to ask you, mate. You're talking about Rashford, and it's brilliant to see. I've got to say, 10 and 10. I'm delighted for him. I just like to see him playing well, scoring goals. But how important is Casemiro to you?
Listen, he had a bit of a bad game last night, didn't he? That other kid was all over him, but. Again, mate, he's brought 5 European Cups to Manchester United. Everyone writ him off at the beginning of this season. He's probably the best buy Man United have had post-Fergie, isn't he? Look, he's unbelievable.
Jack, nice one. Enjoy.
Cheers, mate.
The rest of the season, it's going to be a big, big season. There's no doubt about it for United. And, of course, you're right, Ali, they're not in the final just yet. But, God, it's going to take some pegging back. But that final, if it is, well, whoever, but especially Newcastle, you know, so difficult to beat, it's going to be a great final. And you'll be at Hampden instead, eh?
Well, I just found that they're on the same day there, so I'll need to have a look at that, yeah. There's no way you could do the two. There's no late kick-off and an early kick-off, is there?
No. Well, knowing you could. Don't worry. Do it.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.